please accept and join me on stage. Um, Charles James, shall we have a round of introduction? Charles?
Sorry, not Charles. It's my another name. My name is Raghav. Hi, Shipra. I
Okay.
speak to you in Telegram, right? Yeah. So myself, Raghav, I have a overall IT experience around.
I lost you, Raghav.
Able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, I'm working. I have overall experience of 15 years in IT. Where QA as a QA, I have 9 years, and as a BA, I have 6 years experience. Currently, I'm working as a guideware policy center BA, working for a US company at Capgemini. That's it from me.
Yeah, thanks, Raghav. Even I'm in insurance domain.
Yeah, I am aware
Um,
of it.
yeah. Suvendu has joined us. Hi, Suvendu.
And sorry, really sorry for the delay. Actually, I was facing some issue with my Twitter account.
No worries, no
Yeah.
worries. So, yeah, let me introduce Suvendu. He is currently working with HCL as a senior BA. He's having more than 9.5, 10 years of experience in retail banking, wealth management, digital banking. He started his career in retail banking with ICICI and after 6 years moved to BA role. And after working with Cognizant and on UBS Capital Market project, he's currently working on Deutsche Bank project with HCL. Currently, he's in a BA cum PM role, but we'll be talking about his BA role majorly today, and the day-to-day activities. Uh, why it is important for us to discuss the day in BA life is number one. If you are an aspiring BA, you might be looking for what your profile will be like, what activities you will be involved in, and if you're thinking of switching over to this role, then this session might be useful to you. Another reason could be you'll get many questions around the daily activities of a BA during your interviews, BA interviews. So that's another helpful area wherein this session might be helpful to you. So Bindu, while we were waiting for you, we started with an introduction round.
Okay.
So Raghav with us, his ID is Charles James. He's Guidewire BA, which is insurance domain.
Okay.
Uh, I sent the invite to others, but they seems to be feeling shy to join us on stage. So we'll wait
Okay.
for them to join in, and then once they join in, we'll start with an introduction of theirs first.
Sure.
And
Sure.
so
Sure.
yeah, and just quickly like to introduce myself. Myself Shipra Gupta. I am having around 17, 18 years of experience as a business analyst, and we are running this the BA club from last 4 years now. This is our season 4. So we run the sessions from January till September, October, when the festivities in India start. So that time we take a break and then we reconvene again in January. So this is year 4, and I'm proud to be able to have this club going on from for such a long time. Uh, and I hope this sessions will be helpful to you as well. We'll be having a session every Saturday, same time, same place. So the link will be shared in the BA club. So please feel free to join the Telegram group as well to get these links. Over to you, Suvindu.
Thank you, Shipra. Thank you so much for introducing myself. First of all, I would like to advise those listeners who are feeling shy. I know this would be the very first time for them, but if you want to switch to a BA role, or if they are a budding BA, or if they are working as a BA, so they will have to leave their shyness aside, because being into a BA role is about asking and asking. So you will have to question your stakeholder, every time you should be a very good speaker and you should be a very good listener as well, so that your stakeholder is able to get what you are speaking to him, what you are making him understand, and vice versa. In the same way, what he is asking for you, you should be able to understand. So uh, I know it will take time, or you will have to practice it, but you will have to keep your shyness aside. So going forward, any particular thing, any particular question you want me to answer before I start my session?
Yeah, please do speak what what your expectations from the session will be, so that Suvendu and me can modify the session according to your needs.
Yes.
Yeah, Shipra, Raghav here. So, hi, Shubhi. So, my expectation is I am currently looking for a change. And this is
Okay.
since, yeah, I have overall 15 years experience, but mostly, predominantly, I worked in QA. So, like you, I also shifted from QA to BA. So
Okay.
I'm going to. This is my first time I'm going to attend the BA interview. So I just want to understand how the questions will be. They will ask for a 6 years experience guy. Overall 15 years, but I know I can able to answer the question. But just curious to understand how the questions will be around the insurance. Since I'm working in insurance, so I reach out to Shipara also. So offline I will be
Hmm.
connecting with her. But I just want to understand how.
Hello.
Able to hear me, Shubhi?
Yes, yes. Now we are able to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, so my expectation is around the interview questions, Shubhi.
So Charles, if I'm correct,
No, Raghav, that's my pseudo name.
Raghav. Okay, okay. You are okay. So, okay, fine, fine. So Raghav, yeah, very good thing, very good move you are looking for, and you have a quite good experience. 15 years is quite a good experience for, as far as I think, you being a QA, you being a tester, or you being into quality. I think you will have a very good knowledge of like how the system functions,
Yeah, end
how
to end.
the requirements are being, yes, how the requirements are being taken, and like, and after it goes to the testing phase, and then implement development and testing, and then implementation. So I
Yes.
think me me as a BA, I was also into testing. I was looking into a total UAT role in my previous
Mm-hmm.
company.
Mm-hmm.
So we were into UAT only.
Okay.
So testing people are said like they have the full knowledge of
Mm.
what all is the system about.
Yes.
So, as far as your interview for a BA is concerned, I think for you, they will not ask simple BA skills questions like what is Scrum ceremonies, or how a sprint works. What do you do in product backlog grooming? For what I think is, they will ask you more of a case studies question.
Mm-hmm.
How you will be dealing with a stubborn stakeholder, how you will deal with continuous change request coming from stakeholder. These kind of a question are more frequent for those who have
Mm-hmm.
around 10 or more years of experience. This is what
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Okay, so my
if
next
shipra if shipra want to add anything on this?
Yeah, so interviews are quite subjective. Mainly depends on interviewer's mood, right? So I won't say don't prepare for agile ceremonies and other questions. You should have your basics right? So you should have the theoretical knowledge for sure. You never know which question they'll ask, but as Shubhendu mentioned, scenario based questions will be are expected to be more because you have experience, right? So.
Yes. Yeah, more of it depends on the interviewer as well. So it is open, like he can ask, or he or she may ask anything.
Yeah, depends on the mood
okay.
basically.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Yeah,
Shipra.
and
I understand that. Let's go with
another
the
thing-
session. So based on this session, I may come up with some questions.
yeah, so we keep on having sessions related to interviews, resume preparation as well. So we'll schedule another one, and we'll deep dive into that some other time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suvendu.
So as far as the topic of the day is concerned, like how business analyst day is day goes on, what all activities a BA does in starting from the logging and till the time the BA logs out. So it totally depends on project to project and how the project is going on, at what stage you are into a project. So once, although the next day activities of a BA are already decided prior to that, day. So like today I will decide what all I have to do tomorrow, what all things I have to do, what all uh, meetings and what all preparation I have to do for tomorrow. So it is already decided prior to the day. So coming to a days, how it starts, the day of a BA is like, first of all we do check our emails, like what all, if there is any important email we have to reply to a stakeholder, or if there is anything important which has come to a mail while we were not into our system, so we have to look into that. Then we, this is how we start our day. Then we come up to our work, like if we have anything, like if we have to make any BRD, or we have to frame user stories, what all we left yesterday, we have to start with that only. Or if in case we faced any issues or any blockers or any major showstopper we have faced prior to that day, so we will catch that person, like whom to contact with for that thing. This is what we does. And post that, we have our meetings as well, like we have our scrum meetings, then we have the daily stand up call, the daily status call, or and we can have uh, the stakeholder meeting, which like for me, if I talk about myself, like in currently yeah, Shipra told that I'm into a Deutsche Bank project, but currently I'm not into the Deutsche Bank project. So that was initially in the starting when I joined HCL, but that project was ramped down. So currently I'm into a logistics project. It is a BNSF project. So BNSF is the largest freight railways of USA. So I'm working into that project. So generally my day starts at around 11 or 12 o'clock, or maybe at 1. So at 1 o'clock we have our team meeting. We are 4 BA in our team. So we all to have a meeting, like what all we are doing, what all we will be doing, if in case we have any issues. So we share it within us first of all, like if in case anybody knows any solution or any answer they have, so first of all we discuss it within our BA team. Then we work till 5 o'clock. Then at 5 o'clock, we, if in case we face any issues or anything, we call each other. If in case we have any issues, we share our issues or blockers or anything, and we discuss like whom to contact, or we uh, we discuss, generally we discuss among ourselves. At and between this time we does our work which was left prior to that day. And we do email, if in case we want, we have to email anyone, or if we want to reply to our stakeholder. Then at 6 o'clock we have our daily scrum call, where we tell our status and what we will be doing for the day, is what we did yesterday, and what is the status, like at what stage we are into our work. Then at 7:30 daily we have a call with our stakeholder, who is our one point of contact in BNSF. So whatever work we 4 BAs are doing, we have segregated our features, the current work which we are doing. So if in case we are facing anything, any functionality we want to discuss, any functionality question, like how the process is, what the legacy system was, what is the what will be the future system, and how the wireframes are going on. So we discuss it with our stakeholders. So that goes for around an hour, starting from 7:30. Then at 8:30 we have our daily stand up call with our group project manager who is on site. So that lasts for around half an hour, generally for half an hour. But if in case we have any issues or blockers or any showstopper, then it goes for around an hour or so. Then at 10 o'clock, we have our UI UX call with our stakeholder, wherein there are 4 to 5 stakeholder. One is the UX person, another are the uh, experts, or you can call them subject matter expert. They are into they are from the BNSF side only. So that is our UI UX call. We have thrice in a day, and twice we have our functional clarification call on the same time. And we log out at around 11 or 11:30. So this is my day activity, but it keeps changing. Like currently, from since last week, so there was a fight. No, I will not say a fight, but there was a tight situation. There was a tight situation wherein we have to uh, deliver 3 features which was lagging behind, but that was not lagging behind due to us, but the wireframes came to us very late from the client side. So there was a war room created, which started at around I guess 6:30, and we joined that war room at 6:30, and we logged out at around 12:30. But we did get break in between that. That was not continuous. So this is what I said in starting, like the day of a life of a BA keeps changing as per the project, as per the requirement, and as per the need. Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Any questions on this?
Thanks, Suvendu, for sharing your day-to-day activities, and it is
Uh,
quite
no,
informative.
Shubin. I'm good.
Yeah.
Hello, Shubhendu. Hi, Shipra. Good evening.
Thank- am I
First,
audible?
yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Please go.
So thanks for sharing your day-to-day life cycle of a BA, Shubhendu. So, however, I
Yeah.
have a very small question.
Mm-hmm.
It's not related to a day-to-day life of a BA, but uh, let's say there is a business analyst profile in a market. So
Okay.
I wanted to circle around that question. Okay, how many types of business analysts are there? Firstly, so we say functional business analyst, we say technical
Mm-hmm.
business analyst, and we say
Mm.
tech functional business analyst.
Yes.
And we differentiate between these three roles.
Very,
Experience.
very relatable and very good question here. So, a business analyst is a very broad term. You cannot define the job role for a BA. It depends on project and it depends on company as well. So many of the companies, like if you talk about a BA role in big four companies, so that would be more of a DA type of a role, data analyst. They call him or her as a BA only. In many of the companies, not in only in big four, but in some companies they call them as a BA only. But they do not work on any functionality or any project. They work more of a DA type of a thing, data analyst. Now, coming to your question, like how many types of a BA are there? Is it there is no such defined number for this? But yes, you can call them. But as per my view is concerned, there are functional BA and there are technical BA or techno functional BA. You can call them. So maybe two or three functional BAs, technical BAs, and techno functional BAs. So functional BAs are those who work on only on the functionality of the system. Like if I call myself, I am a functional BA. I'm not into technical side.
Mm-hmm.
So I work totally on the functionality of the system, process of the system, how it will work, what will be the output, what will be the input, what will be the process, how many steps will be there, how will be the UX, इसको click करेंगे तो what will happen. So these kind of works I will do. But if you talk about a technical BA, then technical BA will work like, if in case this input is there, this input is coming from which data, which table, which MIS it is coming. Now what will be the output in between this, where the data will be saved, whether data will be saved or not, where it will go, what will be the output, whether we have to create more tables or we will work as per the legacy system only. So these kind, or there is more into technical details for a technical BA, which is called a technical BA, tech BA.
Hmm.
Techno functional BA is somewhat kind of a solution architect, you can call them, who works on both the things, on technical side as well and the functional side as well. So as per me, there is no defined number, and it depends on project and company as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what add-on skills a
Hmm.
technical BA should have technically comparative to the functional BA? I mean, technical as in what exactly technicalities he should be good at.
uh so far for technical BA, you should have technical knowledge of programming.
Hmm.
It could be any programming language, Java, or currently, if I talk about the current scenario, like you can have Python, you can SQL is very must. So SQL is not SQL is must for technical BA, but SQL, if in for all those who are listening, who are budding BAs, who wanted to change into a BA role and currently not into a BA role, they should go for a SQL course, or they should learn SQL, which is very must. Python, SQL, Tableau, and Power BI. Apart from this, these are the current trending roles, trending requirements. Apart from this, if you learn other thing as well, just like machine learning or AI or data science, that would be a very good advantage for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it, Shubhandu. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thank you so
answering.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Over to you, Shipra.
Yeah, thanks. Uh, just 2 cents from my side. So, technical BA and functional BA is one segregation, right? Another segregation could be a product BA, implementation BA, support BA, or a consultant BA. So we'll talk about it, these roles in detail in maybe some upcoming session. But there are BA. So based on the project, you can have different profiles as well. So the product BA does work a bit differently than support BA, and implementation BA works in a different manner altogether. So that categorization could also be there, just so that yeah. And uh, when a particular company hires a technical BA, the person, or what they want the BA to do is use the admin module of the application. So for example, if I am working in a policy administration system, so the past systems, they do have an admin module. So the expectation from technical BA will be to go into that admin module and use that module to configure it. And during that process, the BA can be expected to write some business rules using whatever language that admin module supports. So it will be very tough to say that if you learn Java, if you learn .NET, you will become a technical BA. It's practically not possible. So just get a BA role and they'll train you afterwards on what technology they want, or how their system works. Because the technologies are so vast, it is very difficult to pinpoint on one if you are aiming for a technical BA role. So from my perspective, a technical BA is not a BA. He's just another technical person who has been given a title of BA. A BA is supposed to be a functional BA, but yeah, in projects there are people who are performing both the responsibilities of a functional BA as well as making the code changes or using the admin module. So that's the reality.
Cool. Thank you, Shipra. Thanks for adding your lines.
Yeah. We have Lucky with us. Hi, Lucky.
Hi Shipra. Hi everyone.
Hi, welcome on stage. Do you have any questions for Subindu?
Shipra, unfortunately, I couldn't hear after I was just checking the settings of Twitter to allow that microphone access. And after that, I just heard Shubhendu concluding the session. But I heard Raghav's introduction. So my case is also very similar to him. I have like 10 years of experience in testing, and after that, within the organization, I have moved to a BA role. So, what I feel like currently the role which I am playing is more of a coordinator kind of role where I am interacting with external source systems or internal source systems, and basically we are dealing with the files which we are sending to my system, which is the name screening system used as part of KYC and CDD.
Mm-hmm.
So that was about my introduction. So as Shubhendu mentioned, like my role is what my role is like it's a technical BA, so I don't get involved much on the domain side, but my interest is more on learning about the domain, like about more about KYC, CDD, or what happens with an AML.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm searching for jobs, so what I see like uh, for a BA role they are expecting more of a domain knowledge than like what task I currently do. So that is one of the challenge which I am facing.
Yeah, because you are working on a very small subset of the whole domain, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to enhance your domain knowledge, what you need to do is look into your system and understand how clients are using this system. Don't just look it from a system perspective that if I click this, this will happen. If I click that, this will happen, right? Change your
Mhm.
mindset and look the system from business user perspective. Okay, this is a field. I need, if so, what happens is because you are coming from testing background, right? So if there is a number field what you will think? You'll
Mhm.
think, what will happen if I put zero? What will happen if I put a negative value? What will happen if I put a positive value, right? So that's how the testing mind works. But
Yeah.
from business perspective, we have to understand, okay, if I have to enter a value in this number field, where will I get the information from? Will I get it from, X party or Y party? And how I will get this information. And once I have received this information, what I will use this information for? Is this information beneficial to me? The moment you start looking at different fields within your system from that perspective, you'll start understanding the business, and that's how you increase your domain knowledge. you know don't just look at from system perspective. Okay, if I click this change status will change from this to this. If I click next, status will change from this to this. No, you have to understand how business is moving the particular entity across their workflow. If why they have introduced so many statuses in between before they reach the final stage, what the workflow is like. So think from business perspective, and that's really going to help you in increasing your domain knowledge.
Yeah, sure, Shipra. I'll try for that. And I have been trying to get the access as well, but unfortunately, for a technical PA, they are not giving the system access, the system which I'm currently working upon. Only the like the product BA have access to that system. So whatever I'm doing, it's just based on assumptions like this is how the system would work. And
Mm-hmm.
my job, like it's mainly handling the files which are coming from multiple source systems.
Yeah, so even if they're not giving you system access, so usually what you can do is you can check if you can get QC access or a lower environment access, right? So
Mhm.
the teams
Okay.
will have a pre-dev, pre-QC system, or sorry, environments, QC environments, right? Not necessarily production or support access you need. You can look for lower environment access. If you are not even getting that, then you can look at some documentations which are available for that system. So within the documents, you will find the screenshots and more details around how the system works. So that could be an possible avenue for information.
Okay, sure, Shipra. I'll look for that. And
Yeah.
Shipra, you be sharing the recording as well for today's session because
Yeah.
I most of the part.
Yeah, so the session is getting recorded. You can, come to Twitter anytime after today, and the recording will be available on the same channel. However, the recording will be available only for 1 month. So please do listen
Okay,
to the recording within a month. Yeah.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So if anyone else want to join us on stage, please do send me a request. I'll approve it. And couple of points that Shubhendu mentioned, I'd like to reiterate or add more points from my side. So Shubhendu explained his day. Starting from 11:12 till late night, right? 11:30, 12:30 sometimes. So yes, it is quite possible that if you are working into a BA profile, then you may be asked to work in UK time zone or US time zone or in some other time zones. So your day can modify. So, if you are an aspiring BA looking for a BA role, do understand that you may not get a 9 to 6 job. Even if you do, uh, you know, your clients will be in UK or US or some other country, and you will be expected to change your times according to, their their time zone. So I work in UK time zone. Sorry, I work with UK clients. So effectively, my clients become start becoming available after 1:30, 2:30, and if I have to set up 4 to 5 meetings with them, then I have to extend. Beyond my working hours, which is 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So sometimes client says I don't have an availability. I'll available only at 8:30 in the night. So I have to extend my day. I start on with 9 because my India team will start in that time zone, and then I have to extend and attend a call at 8:30. So if you are looking for a BA role, don't stop thinking about 9 to 6 job or a comfortable job where you have fixed working hours. A BA job is not that. I hope you'll agree, Shubhendu.
Very much. Very, yes, yes, yes. I am totally with you on this. So, if in case anyone want to switch to a BA roles, then they will have to nullify the timings and they will have to neglect it, because
Yeah.
you will have to work accordingly as per the need, as per the requirement of the project only. And that timing would also be, you know, uh, it may be increased, or you will have to elongate those. Like for me, since last week we are working for around 11 12 hours, 10 11 hours minimum we are working, because there is a war room which is going on, war room which has been created for 3 features. So it depends totally on what status of the project is, what currently, on which stage you are, in which project you are.
Right. So you
Yeah.
you are making me nostalgic, Shubhendu, because I'm remembering my war room. So we
Yes.
we had this project, and we committed to the client that will set up a system from scratch within 6 months. And the
Okay.
target itself was unachievable, right? Nothing is there. You have to build the system from ground up, and that too with
Yes.
hundreds of features, and 200 plus fields, and 5 workflow stages, and so and what was not there. Reports were there, widgets were there, and each and everything that you can think of. And my manager committed for 6 month delivery, quite
Okay.
ambitious, I'll say. So we went into that war room mode for more than 6 months, and
Oh my God.
we made the delivery. But the situation was we used to you know uh, start in the morning, and then they booked a room for us, a meeting room for us. No one was allowed into that meeting room except for the team, and till 9, till 1:30, 2:30, we used to work in that room. Then we used to they used to take us in a cab to a nearby hotel. We used to
Mm-hmm.
go to hotel for 2 or 4 hours sleep, and then start 6:30 in the morning. We used to start getting calls, when are you coming back to office? So
Okay.
it was quite hectic, but yeah, things like that happen sometimes.
Yes. So, so don't be afraid. Like what we are talking, this is only a, for the time being into a project.
Yeah.
This is not. This does not goes on for a project during the time of a project. No, it is for the time being only, and it depends on project to project only.
Right. So not all days are same. So you will
Yes.
have days when it is quite hectic. You will have days when it is quite lean as well. So so that's the case. That your work will mainly be driven by your clients. So
Yes.
you have to adjust accordingly.
Yeah. And coming to the Lucky's question, Shipra, what Shipra has answered, that was really nice answer. Like you should have a total functional knowledge of the system, and you may ask for a system access, maybe a read access only, so that you may have some knowledge of the functionality or the process flow and the system how it is working, or you may go through the documentation as well. So, being a BA, coming to a BA role, yes, you should have the total functionality of the system, of the process, what you are currently what you are working into. Because for you, you have a fair good experience, so you don't need to go through what is agile and what is sprint or what is etc. So they will ask you more of a functional questions, so you just need to have more focus on the functionality of the system.
Sure, Shubhendu. I'll definitely work on it. But
Okay.
as you mentioned, like this is a very small part within AML. So when I look for any opportunities outside, I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't see many openings for my domain. So I'm trying to learn about payments as well. So because I see a lot of openings for payments. So I'm just a beginner in learning payments domain.
Okay.
But if anyone in this group has like experience in payments and would like to share their knowledge, I'll be happy to be part of those sessions.
Anyone who has knowledge of payments, maybe we can have a different session altogether, Shipra, where you can have someone with good experience into payments.
So we did had a payment session last year, if I remember
Okay.
correctly.
There
Chetan,
was a
Chetan, yeah.
there was a session. There was a session happened, and there were also YouTube recordings in that group, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, let me find that recording, Lucky. I'll paste it in the BA Club Telegram group. You are there, right?
Yes, I'm there, Shipra.
Yeah, I'll share the recording.
Okay, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Another point that Shuvendu started with was checking emails, right? So one thing which we have to cater for as a BA is time management, and it is very easy to get distracted via emails because we'll be involved into all these groups, right? So project groups and BA groups and other groups. So you will keep on getting emails from everyone, right? So even if development team is giving some releases or making some changes, and they'll involve you in those emails which might not be useful to you. So hundreds of emails will come. If you take a leave and you come back, you'll see 300, 400 emails, right? So it is very easy to get distracted via emails, and time management is of essence. So what I personally do is I check my emails once in the morning and once in the evening, but not in between. I only check my emails in between if there are any meetings going on where I just need to be in listening mode and I am not expected to revert during the meeting. Maybe scrum is happening and dev team is giving status like that. So during my off hours, right, when my focus need not be there, that's the time when I check my emails. Because BA job is of a focus job. So if you're writing a BRD, you have a train of thoughts and you do not want to lose that train of thoughts. So what will happen is you are typing down a requirement, and you know how functional, or you are solutioning something, or you are writing the user stories. There is a pop-up come up with an email, and you'll get distracted. You see the email, and then there will be an urge to immediately respond on that email. You'll respond to your email, and when you come back, you'll take 5 minutes or more just to go back to your train of thoughts. Okay, what I was doing. And if this happen number of times, you'll end up losing an hour or so, even more, during the day. So from my experience, what I've learned is have focus hours when you work or when you analyze. Do not let emails distract you during those hours. Do not let Teams messages or chat messages or any messaging Skype messages distract you during that time. Do not let your WhatsApp, Telegram messages distract you, because it is very easy to get distracted and it is very difficult to come back to your train of thoughts, which is very important for a BA. And it really drains out your time, and you will not even know where your time went. So I have seen people struggling and struggling to make deliveries on time. And when you'll ask them what happened, why you didn't deliver, they'll be like, I don't even realize where my time went. That's where your time goes. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely correct, Shipra.
Yeah. So yeah, we have talked about a day in a life of BA, right? So uh s- most of your time will go in meetings. You'll have your scrums, you'll have your internal catch-ups, you'll have your external catch-ups. Your time will go in coordination between dev team, QC team, grooming sessions. Uh, your time will go with client workshops, refinement sessions, so on and so forth, right? Email checking, responding on emails. So that's how your day will look like. Uh, Among all those times, among all those work, what is important is for you to not lose focus on what you are supposed to do. You are not supposed your title is not a coordinator title, right? You are not coordination is not your primary job. Your title is not a client manager. So client management or talking to your client is not your primary job. Your title is not user story writer. User story writing is not your primary job. Your primary job is business analysis. We are business analyst. But what happens is, among all these jobs that we do, user story writing, coordination, status reporting, client management, stakeholder management, right? We tend to lose focus on business analysis, which is our primary work. So even before diving into writing story, you should know that you have done your business analysis well and good, right? You should be sure of, okay, I have looked into the system, how the system works. I know, what changes I want to make in the system. Don't just start writing the BRDs and FSDs and user stories. Don't, spend whole day in meetings, talking to other people, in talking to clients, giving status reports, do the requirement management. So don't spend your entire day. It is very easy to spend your entire days for months altogether into all these activities. You'll be busy like hell, but you will not be learning, you will not be growing. You will only learn, you will only grow when you do business analysis. So during your day, do find an hour or two or more to just focus on analysis. That's my advice to you.
A very good point here by Shipra. So, as soon as your project takes pace and it is moving on, now you are your project is into a good momentum. So what will happen? The frequency of calls will increase. Someone from the development team is calling you. You will be joined in a group call with a testing team. Like in my case, this is happening now because our project has taken pace now. So we have to do grooming calls with solution architect and with the development team. Sometime development team also calls me or any other BA who is working within my team for any query or any issues. Development person also calls. So this will happen frequently once your project takes place. So you will have to manage your time. This is what Shipra was saying. So time management is what you will have to do here as a being a BA, because once your project takes place, you will you will be getting very less time for yourself, for your own knowledge gain.
Yeah. And it is equally important to prioritize your work. What takes priority? Your delivery should take priority rather than someone else's delivery. So dev team will be pestering you, QC team will be pestering you, and you will have your own commitments to deliver, right? I'm not saying do not give time to dev and QC, but don't let them drain out on your time. And when you are committing to your deliveries, do account for those timings. So when the project starts picking pace, do keep an think that okay, for an hour I'll be responding to dev and QC queries. And if you think that they are taking more than an hour that you have planned for, then give them a dedicated hour. Give them set up a meeting with them and say that I'll be only coming to this meeting during this hour. Ask away any questions that you have, but do not pester me outside this hour, because otherwise what will happen is you will be working towards their deliveries, but in the end your deliveries will not happen. That will put a question mark on your um, profile, right? People will say Shivindu is not making deliveries or Shipra is not making deliveries. They will not say that Shipra was busy answering dev questions or QC questions, and that's why she was not able to make deliveries. Output matters at the end, right? So what you have to do is prioritize your work. What takes priority? What should I do first, and what should I do next? If you need any information from anyone, right, you have to prioritize that upfront. So if I'm looking for a client to give me some information, if I need dev team to perform some POC and give me results, if I want QC team to provide me how the system works in a particular scenario, I'll ask that question first, even before I start answering their questions, or even before I start checking my emails, because they will take some time. Do not expect others to immediately respond to your query. It will not happen that you are writing your story and then you want a piece of information and then you send an email to dev, and immediately within 5 minutes you will get the information to include in the story. No, that's not going to happen. Dev will take a day or a two or even more sometimes, right? QC will take time, client will take time. So pass the ball in their court. Send the query to them first, so that while they are taking their time, you can work on other things, right? Do not think that people are readily available to you to answer your queries, right? So prioritize. First thing is asking questions from others. So that's your top first number one priority. If you need time from others, set up meetings with them. Do not wait till. So if I have to set up a meeting, maybe on January 30th. I will not wait till January 29th to set up the meeting. I will book my meeting today itself, so that the calendars are blocked and people can plan their day accordingly. So setting up meetings, booking their times, those things take priority. Second priority is your work, your deliveries. Third priority is dev coordination, QC coordination. Of course, we do not want to end up in a situation where dev is complaining that VA is not giving them time and thus holding them up. No, that's not the idea. But among hundred of things that you're going to do in your day-to-day life, you have to prioritize some, you have to push back some, and there will be certain items which you really want to do, and those items are the ones which will take a lot of time. So the tendency is to push them back, but the idea is to start doing them bit by bit on daily basis, so that they are not lost forever. So that's the usual approach we need to focus on, we need to take. Yeah. Do let us know if you are finding this session useful. Do let us know if you have any questions. We will have 5 minutes. We still have 5 minutes left, and we are okay to extend for another 10 minutes or so if that's required. But please do this time to share your feedbacks and queries.
Sure, Shipra.
Shipra, as a BA, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Is that Madhur?
Yes, Shipra. Okay.
Yeah,
Shipra, I was asking, as a BA, which companies are better? I mean, the product-based or service-based?
I have worked in product companies. I have worked in service companies. It's all the same.
All the same. And I was listening to the question, your answer related to the domain. Okay, I have been working in the insurance domain from past 8 years or 8 years, and I have been attending a lot of interviews. Okay, there was an interview that I attended for Chubb. You must have heard the name Chubb Insurance, which is a largest publicly traded company, property and casualty insurance. Okay, I have been through L1 and L2. Okay, and L2 was the final round. In both the rounds, they never asked a single question related to domain. Okay, and that was really surprising to me. They just asked what my roles were, how the agile works, the SDLC and everything, but not a single question on the domain. So I guess they are like everyone is trying to move from the domain to the more on the technical side. That's what I understand.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Madan, yeah, yeah. So this is exactly like it depends totally like what Shipra said earlier in the starting. It totally depends on the interviewer's mood and how the interviewer is. The interviewer may ask everything, anything, or he may not ask anything. Like he can ask, like for an example, I will tell you one live example of one of my friend. So he became my friend through LinkedIn only, although he was from the same place from where I am. I am from Dehradun. So he touch based me on LinkedIn and then we had a word. Then I told him like how to approach for a BA role. So he told, uh, so he he was having around, I guess, 8.5 years of experience into banking. So it was the it was his second interview with FIS. So you know what he does? He upfrontly told interviewer that I am not a BA, I do not have any knowledge of BA, but I can tell you each and everything about banking. And he was shortlisted, he was hired, and it's been around 2 years he is working in FIS. So it totally
Mm-hmm.
depends on interviewer. The interviewer doesn't ask him anything about BA skills, anything. He didn't ask any BA skills, anything regarding BA. That interviewer asked e- everything, every question from the banking, like how gold loan, how lending is done, how gold loan works, how this works, how cash management works. So he answered each and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
that interviewer told him at the last, like you were true to your words, like you said upfrontly you do not have any BA knowledge, you are not a BA. So he was impressed with by that words only. But that depends on interviewer. So
Yeah,
it totally depends on interviewer.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I would say, I would advise you that keep giving interview. Do not take break during the interviews. Like do not take break. Keep scheduling interview. That will not break your flow.
Yes, yes, sure. I mean, I have been already selected, so I'll be joining them on 15th for another organization. I won't name it for
Oh,
now.
great,
Yeah,
great,
yeah, yeah,
great,
yeah.
great.
I had reached
Congratulations.
out to I had reached out to Shipra from couple of times from last year. We are in touch, but
Okay,
fortunately this time I got lucky.
great.
Congrats, congrats, mother.
Shipra, another request from my side too, if possible, okay, it's not mandatory. If possible, can you have someone to attend the session from the more like a technical side, like from how the APIs work or some other things which are not related to BL but might play important role whenever we are gathering requirement or whenever we are working with the developers.
For APIs, right? Integration
Yeah,
project.
yep, yeah, APIs only because
We we will
currently
have
what I know is how the service calls are made during the integration, and I'm just raising the request for the tech users and everything. But apart from that, I have a very little understanding on that part. I mean, most of the things. I mean, since we're again evolving and evolving, we are getting interview questions related to those sides as well, whether you know API, how the integration works and everything.
yeah, so I'm sure we have a recording for that as well. I'll share it.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah.
We had this session last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so happy to schedule the sessions again in case you have any queries or anything. But I'll suggest go through the recording first and let me know. If you'd like me to set up the session again on the same topic, and wherein I'll answer your queries. Yeah, happy to do that.
Shipra, I'm going to send you a message on Telegram. Just add me to the group. I must have left it somewhere.
Okay, sure. Just search for the BA Club in Telegram without any space, and you'll get it. It's a
Okay.
public group.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So coming to your same question on the interviews, right? So, once I took an interview for a very reputed company, and not big four, but not less than top 10 as well. So the whole interview, they didn't ask me a single question about domain. They didn't ask me a single question about business analysis. They didn't ask me a single question about agile. And you'll be now wondering what they'll ask me, right? So they asked me my work. Whatever I have put down in the resume, they just verified on those things. So what I was doing, how I was managing, how what output I delivered, things like that. So they just opened up my resume, start from the start of my career, and we moved from uh, during my career, what all I did. They just understood that, and they kind of happy with that. We just didn't agree on the location. They wanted me to go to Bangalore, but it was not possible for me. But other than that, the interview went really well, and it was all based on what I have entered into the resume. And that's why understanding the day-to-day activities of a BA is important as well, uh, because you should know what all a BA needs to be involved in, if in case the interview starts going into those directions.
Right. I mean, the why I was surprised was that because Chubb is the largest PNC insurance provider, and still they didn't ask anything related to domain. So that was surprising for me. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's past now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shipra Raghav here.
Mhm.
Shipra, let me share my resume to you. Can you review that and tell me if there is any changes needs to be done based on your experience and the interview which you have given? So I have my updated resume. I will share to you in Telegram. Just have a look at it and please review the same and let me know if there is any changes needs to be done.
Yeah.
And if you are okay, can you share yours? I can have it as a example to review. Okay.
So I won't share mine for sure, for for personal reasons, right? I hope that's
Okay.
fine.
No.
But
I
before
don't want to any related. Okay, fine. I understood. No
yeah.
issues.
So
Shipra.
before you share your resume for my feedback, just one quick
Mm.
question: Have you uploaded your resume into ATS checking tool and got the feedback from there?
No.
If please
Oh,
do so. So just search for ATS checker in
okay.
Google, and you will get
Mm-hmm.
different websites, resume worded, and things like that. All you need to do is upload your resume, and they can give you much better suggestions than what I can give. So they'll tell you your grammatical mistakes, how to better note down the sentences, how to better word it, if your resume is too long, if your resume is too wordy, if your resume is not
Mm-hmm.
showing you is not giving the deliveries, things like that, right? So do
Okay.
that, and it will be more helpful than what I can provide the information to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just ping me the same in our group? I will take a note of that. ATS, right?
ATS checker, yeah. A for apple, T for tea, and S for Shipra.
Okay.
And
Thanks, Shipra.
for the job, 2 cents of advice from my side for the job seekers. Okay, which these things help me a lot. Go with the paid subscription from Naukri. I got a lot of interview calls from them. The LinkedIn things, the referral things, these things hardly works. Okay.
Hi, this is Karthik here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Yes, Karthik. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Garthik, please go ahead.
Hi. So I have around 11 years of experience. So recently, I was, even though I'm not greatly interested in switching now, just to analyze how the market is going on. So I just had some sample interviews done. So in that, recently I'm seeing a trend that they are, expecting a like a sandwich BA role, kind of. What is mean by sandwich in the sense they are expecting technical responsibilities also you should have done. So till now I didn't receive these kinds of comments. So maybe I'm not sure if my experience is 11.5. They are expecting this kind of a person, or I'm not sure. So anyone of you got this kind of expectations from the interviewer, like you should perform an architect role also, in the sense you should handle requirements as well as the technical stream also. So the again second question is like, as the experience progress for us, should we try to learn some technologies in depth? But it's been a while since we are away from the technology, right? Like how to address these kinds of roles? Any idea, or have you guys thought about this kind of expectation?
Don't apply for them.
But
And use that.
surprisingly,
See,
the last 3 interviews, I have received this kind of comments.
yeah, so
That's
it might
yeah.
be because your resume is worded as such that you are getting these calls, right? So, learning new things is not bad, right? But learning or focusing your energies on things that you cannot master is kind of a drain on your time, your money, and your resources, right? So there are a number of technologies out there. You attend one interview, they ask you about, let's say, Java. You start learning Java. Then another interview you attend, they start asking about SQL. You start learning SQL, right? So things don't work that way, right? You will not become master of any technology by just reading about it. And what will happen is you'll lose your focus, right? Your focus should be on learning domain. Your focus should be on learning business analysis. Your focus should be in learning, what's new is going on. So uh, agile is going on, safe is going on, things are going on. So those should be your focus areas, not just what one interviewer asks you. They might be looking for a specific role, but you cannot learn things just by reading about them, especially the technical things, right? So
So I think this kind of questions arises from people who switched from the technical side to BA. So like in my organization, some of there's an internal job postings where the tech leads are there, right? So who are there in the company for a while in a
yeah. And moreover, what will happen is, because you have a functional mindset, right? It will be difficult for you to succeed in such roles, even if somehow if you cram up some things and you get the interview cleared, you are really going to struggle,
mm,
you know, because of the mindset. Uh,
mm,
that if Lucky might have got offended when I told her, she's having a testing mindset, but that's true, right? After
mm,
working in as a tester for 8 to 9 years, it is very difficult for anyone to come to a functional mindset,
mm,
because your mind gets somehow wired into that way. And similarly, if we are going into a functional, it is very difficult to rewire your mindset, right? I've seen
I don't know
so
why these kind of expectations are coming.
yeah.
Recently heard, but
Yeah, so if a developer becomes a project manager, right, that project manager will still focus on, okay, environments, coding, things like that, right? If a BA becomes a project manager, that PM focuses on functional requirements. They start, getting into the client discussions, and they they start taking the requirements instead of the BAs, right? The project managers are taking the requirements. So that's how things happen, because whatever you have done for the first 8 to 10 years of your life, it is very difficult to get rid of it, because it get imbibed into your genes.
correct. Yeah.
So don't just switch or start learning new things just because you attended one or two interviews or something is in trend right now, right?
Mm,
You never know when the trend gets lost. So
Okay.
focus on the, core, focus on the basics. Those should be clear. Though you should know what you're supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. As long as that is good, you'll survive, right? Keep learning new things. Learn, relearn, unlearn, relearn. Like just keep learning. But learn the right things. Focus your energies on the right things, not on fad. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Hi, Chitra. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Pavan.
Hi, Chitra. Happy New Year to all. Yeah.
Happy New
Uh,
Year.
yeah, you rightly said. So, can we have a session so what PA should do and what PA shouldn't do, what we doing? Because most of in day to day or job, we tend to do things that we shouldn't be doing.
See, BA is not a predefined area, right? So
Yeah.
developer know what they are supposed to do. They need to code. Tester knows what they're supposed to do. They need to test, right? But BAs doesn't know what they are supposed to do because there is no well defined role
Yeah.
around it. You can go through Babok and other things, but practically on ground you can see BAs performing duties of a scrum master. You can see BAs performing duties of a project managers. You can see BAs who are called technical BAs and they are coding, and you'll see BAs who are largely heavily involved into UAT testing, and they are doing ad hoc testing and UAT testing and SIT testing and all, right? So there are BAs who will be as Lucky mentioned, moving the files here and there. So BA is not a defined role. I joined one project, a new company itself, and after a month, I was talking to my lead, and I was like, from what angle the role I'm doing or the work I'm allocated to is a BA role, right? So it's not a BA role, right? And she was like, uh, we cannot align a technical team member to do this work. We cannot align a QC team member to do this work, and that's why you are doing this work. And I was like, okay, what I'm supposed to answer to that, right? So it's very difficult. I can tell you what a BA should do and what BA should not do. But what will happen is if you take my words and I do not want you to fight back on the expectations of project managers and others because what I have said, right? It's going to be a tricky situation, and you will not find a way. You'll just end up, thinking that okay, I'm not supposed to do this work, and still I'm doing it, and you'll just end up ending frustrated.
Yeah, you'll
It's
be
better
pulled
not to know
into
and do whatever managers ask you to do.
yeah, you'll be pulled into activities which you never heard of. Like in my company, if anything new initiative comes, right? So the first thing they will do is pull the BA into it. I have never heard about that, but they will pull. For example, if a new idea generation or some kind of new POCs or something, right? So the first they will pull the BA only, or
Yeah.
even if it's a presentation, right? So I'm wondering like whether if other guys know don't know how to prepare a PPT or not, but manager or the delivery manager first pull me into that.
They'll include you even in sales.
Yeah. Pre-sales, sales,
Yeah.
everything.
We even have pre-sales BAs, right?
Yeah.
So
And the sad thing is, for every whatever work we do, right? So the BAs are the least required persons for the managers in terms of any appraisals or something. They will- the tech people will get means the for example, let's take a recession or something, right? If the account manager wants to fire a person, the first thing they will do is to if see if this BA is needed or not. So for this purpose, we need to keep on putting our heads into multiple.
we lost you, Shubhendu.
Yeah.
We lost you, Shubhendu.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Yes. Audible now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Yeah. So rightly said, like what Shipra was saying. That was whose question was that? That was Pawan.
Yeah. Yeah, so Pawan was requesting a session on what BA is supposed to do and what not. So it kind of
Okay.
declined.
Okay. So yes, would like what I said in the starting of the session, like BA is a very broad term, so you cannot define a BA. Sometime a BA is a PM, project manager. Sometime he is a product owner. Sometime he is a scrum master, as Shipra was also saying. So he does all kind of a work as per the need and the requirement of the project, and it depends on company to company as well. So you cannot define like what all work a BA has to do or what not he has to do.
Yeah, it's quite tricky.
Yes.
Sorry, Pawan, we were not able to give a good answer to that.
No problem, Shipra. So yeah, as rightly said, also sometimes the BA is from master, sometimes BA is a product owner. So that's a kind of a key where the time management comes. So if you are doing the part or the job of the scrum master or the product owner, so then the main part of the business analyst and the kind of a requirement gathering answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Now, one more point we just want to reiterate what Sipra said is recently I experienced that. So, schedule your meetings well in advance. Otherwise, other people will, schedule and use your time so that your deliverables will get affected. So you might be pulled into multiple things, right? So better schedule the meetings in advance. For example, next week or next 2 weeks, you need to have a meeting. You can plan. You can schedule this week itself.
Yeah, and be ready to juggle between multiple things. Do not think that as a BA I'll be just working on one BRD or something like that. You will be working on multiple things, and you need to be on top of all those things. Anyone can ask you status on any of the things at any time, so you cannot say that I don't know what's happening, or I sent out the email but I've not received a response back. It is your duty to follow up as well, so you need to be on top of everything. And there can be 20-30 items in your bucket at the same time. Don't be overwhelmed by that.
And few things which you can do, right, is even without even anyone asking. So anyway, you will be in a project, so there will be associated domain, right? So even though if there is not an ask from the project, so keep preparing some domain decks. For example, which part of that domain which you are working, which area, so which sub domains all. So you can create some decks and you can showcase them in some meetings. That it will increase your value.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, Shipra.
Yeah, nice discussion. Thanks a lot, Shubhendu, for joining us today. We overshoot by 10-15 minutes, but I think that's okay. It's Saturday night, right? So, hoping to see you all next week for another engaging discussion. We'll discuss on a topic and speaker. Most probably I'll reach out to Shubhendu again. He promised me 4 sessions, the first 4 sessions of the clubhouse. So I'll reach out to him again. And thanks for joining us today. It was a really nice discussion. Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you, Pran.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
yeah, thanks all. Thanks all for joining.
Thank you, Shipra. Thank you, Shubhendu.
Thank you. Thanks all.